Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Rap Talk. Today's episode of Rap Talk, we have Eric here. Eric, just want to go ahead and introduce yourself and what you do, what your businesses are.
So my name is Eric Swatsky. I own Reflection Automotive and Drive Protected Shop. I install paint protection film for a living.
Alright, so most of you guys probably don't know this, especially if you don't know Eric. Eric started off with detailing. Can you tell us about the transition from going from detailing to doing paint protection film? What that was like and why you did it?
Yeah, absolutely. I started off detailing because I wanted to be a business owner and I had a huge passion for vehicles. When I got into doing detailing, I knew that eventually I would want to transition into doing more on the cosmetic side, paint protection, paint correction, ceramic coatings, and I started off with detailing, and then as the paint protection film side of my business grew and the ceramic coating and paint correction side grew, I was able to slowly start tapering off from detailing, and I haven't ran a vacuum cleaner since 2018, so yeah.
I was going to say, I thought it's been about 2 years.
It's been about 2 years. So.
And in that 2 years, you're mainly just doing paint protection film now,
yep.
right?
Yeah.
And the brand of paint protection film that you use? Xpel.
Xpel.
So
the only film allowed in my shop.
So as you guys know, if you guys have watched my previous couple videos, I've been installing Xpel. That is all cut by Eric. So if you guys want paint protection film cut, he does that.
Yeah, so my website, driveprotected.shop. It's an online retail shop for pre-cut Xpel patterns. So yeah, you can go on there. We have access to over 80,000 different pre-cut patterns available. So yeah, in fact, what we're going to do with this video, anybody watching this video, if you'd like to go to driveprotected.shop,
we'll give them this discount
we'll give you
at
guys,
the end of the video.
So you guys, yeah, why ruin it now?
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the video, just keep watching the full video. Don't skip through. At the end of the video, you're going to get a discount code. So if you guys need paint protection film, driveprotected.shop, right? .shop, and we'll have a discount code for you.
You bet.
All right. So the transition from that, what's it been like? Was it been very good for you?
It's been really fun. Very, very difficult journey, that's for sure. Paint protection film is one of those. It's one of those professions that you can't just start up and know everything that you need to know to be successful at it. Kind of like with vinyl wrapping.
Exactly.
That's kind of just years of laying down film. You're going to get a lot better with it over time. So definitely I'd say the first year and a half was really, really rocky with making sure that my installs were good and that the quality was good, which there were some jobs that were great, some jobs that were not so great, and those ones I always had to redo them.
Which costs money.
Which costs money.
Part of business.
When you're losing all your profit and redoing jobs, you have no choice but to get better, or you close your business down.
Exactly. So yeah, you picked get better.
Yeah,
so
I picked get better. Yeah.
So you picked Xpel. What made you pick Xpel?
So when I was getting into when I was looking into paint protection film, a guy I knew who used to own one of the dealerships where we're from, I was pushing the ceramic coatings hard, and he told me, he's like, yeah, as good as the ceramic coatings are, customers are going to want something more tangible, something that they can see, feel, and touch on their vehicle. And he had suggested that I get into doing paint protection film. He had known from a colleague of his in a different province that they were doing paint protection film on over 80% of their new cars that were being sold. So he really pushed me into the direction of looking for paint protection film. So I went home from that meeting and I went onto Google and I just typed in paint protection film. Kind of had an idea what it was. And there was like there was only two brands that I was looking at, and that was 3M and that was Xpel. And I reached out to both of them. 3M never reached back out to me, and Xpel got back to me within a day. And it was about 2 weeks later, then I had my trip booked to San Antonio for training, and no looking back. Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's your favorite part about the brand Xpel and their film?
Well, their film is really good. Ultimate Plus, self-healing, 8 mil thick. I don't think it's hydrophobic, but you know what? It washes like it is hydrophobic. I know a lot of installers think differently, but in my experience with having all my vehicles wrapped with Xpel, I think it's a pretty hydrophobic film, even though it doesn't get advertised as it. But you know, them as a company, like they just went public on the New York Stock Exchange. I think this was about a year ago, and you know, they've just been growing and growing and growing every single year. How they take care of their installers. Anytime I have had a warranty claim, which is not very often, like it's dealt with within a matter of a couple hours of when I reach out. And yeah, they have a plan of attack on how we're going to rectify this situation. And yeah, you know, they're great marketing materials. They've got a great brand. They've been around a long time. So I personally I love Xpel. And I often joke, like they could have the worst product in the world, but based on how that company is to be an installer for and how they treat their installers, I'd still sell the product, so.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They do have a good brand.
Yeah, customer service is definitely on another level with Xpel.
Yeah, absolutely. So Eric also has a YouTube channel where he does installs of paint protection film. He does them a little bit differently than what I do, which is perfect because we're buddies and we don't like to do things exactly the same.
Yeah, definitely.
So he has a YouTube channel. What made you start that YouTube channel and get into doing hair installs like that?
Well, to be honest, I saw you doing YouTube. No, it was a bit of just seeing you, the way you love doing YouTube, the way you've definitely embraced it, and like your editing and everything like that. And you know, I know on YouTube, like there's a lot of videos about paint protection film installs, but I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna throw my spin on it and throw a GoPro on and kind of just talk my way through an install. And you know, if somebody out there is doing a Ford F-150 2019 and they're doing their steel bumper, you know, I have a video on how to show you how to do that install.
Yeah, and you walk them through the whole thing.
Yep.
Like you have your GoPro on, and I think sometimes you have another camera set up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And he literally walks you through the whole thing. He's explaining everything he's doing, how he's doing it, what he's using. So there's no way you can really not understand how to do the install if you're watching one of Eric's videos. Yep. My videos are mostly a vlog style video. I use some explaining, but not much. I'm not doing it to show you guys how to do what I do. I'm doing it just to show what I'm doing. Yeah. Right? So that's what, you know, the difference is between our videos. How did you grow from what, 300 to 300?
It's like 150.
Yeah, you had like half the subscribers that I had 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like maybe a month ago, I don't know.
Okay, well,
it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't very long ago.
Yeah.
And now he's at like almost 1,300, right?
Yeah, just under.
Just under 1,300.
Basically, all it is just giveaways. People like giveaways. I posted a giveaway video on my channel, and I went to bed the one night, and I was at like 156 subscribers. And then I woke up to like 390 or something like that, and then like a week later, it kind of settled down around 1,200.
Yeah, but
so
it blew up like what?
Yeah,
within 2
I don't believe
days.
I don't believe in overnight success, but like that was pretty crazy.
That's about the closest I think it gets.
Yeah, that's about as close as it gets.
Well, maybe some people do it at a larger scale, giving away more stuff. You know, bigger giveaways will probably be better. But
it happens so fast that I haven't had a chance to do a video announcing the giveaway winner yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't announced that yet, and the giveaway was for 500 subscribers, right?
250.
It was for 250.
250. Yeah. I needed to gain 100 subscribers, and I was going to give away a $250 credit
for 250 subscribers.
250 subscribers. Yeah.
I thought it was for 500, and you just blew past that.
Yeah.
Straight to 1,000. So no chance to do a giveaway for 1,000.
No. Maybe for 1,500 we will.
1,500, or I was going to say you should do it for 5,000. Don't give away $5,000.
I ain't got $5,000 to give away.
So yeah, there's a little bit of insight if you guys are looking how they grow fast. Maybe give away something that's worth some good value. Whereas I think you did what, $250 credit on your
$250 credit to my website, driveprotected.shop. Also gave away squeegee, slip solution, tack solution bottles, and yeah.
Was that this?
Yeah, Pink Fusion. Pink Fusion.
Fusion is Fusion Turbo Squeegee, same one we both use.
Yeah.
I actually got this one from Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
I just had to throw it out there.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, Eric, any tips, tricks that you would want to give my audience right now on either starting a business like this, learning film, anything that you want to?
Yeah, so the biggest tip the biggest piece of advice that I can give when you're new to something like doing like a vinyl wrap, I don't do vinyl. I kind of have an idea of what needs to be done, but I don't have any experience doing it. But when you're doing like a vinyl or paint protection film or even window tint for that matter, stand behind your work. You know, you're going to do an install and if a customer comes back to you in 2 weeks because the film's either lifting in a recessed edge or something like that, you got to stand behind your work because to be completely honest, my first year and a half, I had a lot of customers say like, hey, like the install wasn't that great, but they kept coming back a couple years later when they got new vehicles because I stood behind my work.
Yeah,
and they saw that I was getting better. So I've got a pretty good repeat clientele built up so far just based on how much better my installs have gotten and the fact that I've stood behind my work. That's a long-winded answer.
No, that's a good answer because that is something people should absolutely be doing is back your work.
Yeah.
If you screw something up,
stand
behind it and fix it.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you money. Starting a business will cost you a lot,
Yeah.
especially the first couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're in this industry, you're going to have failures. You're not going to know where to stretch properly, what you can do with the film, how you can manipulate film.
Oh, geez, I'm just going to throw this in here. My first year, I think it was like the 6th month, I had a customer bring me a brand new Range Rover. And I was like, man, this is an amazing looking vehicle. They wanted full front end done. For those of you who are not aware or familiar with paint protection film, full front end is basically all the way up to the doors. Full hood, full fenders, bumper, headlights, mirrors, that kind of thing. And little did I know that the Range Rover hood is one of the toughest hoods to do. And I did it 3 times. And that's like 400 and some bucks in film gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
So
but I stood behind my work and they kept coming back. And it's great. And they were great to me, like apologizing like crazy. I'm sorry that it's peeling back. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for trusting me. They keep coming back. Obviously I was priced accordingly. I wasn't charging premium prices like I am now.
But now you can because you have that experience.
And that's the thing, like when you're starting out brand new and someone brings you a Range Rover and you think, man, this is an amazing looking vehicle, but you don't know the big curves that are on those hoods, the Range Rover letters, there's no pre-cut patterns, 60-inch wide roll is not nearly, well, it's wide enough, but a 72-inch would make your life a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah, so you know that. Probably do lots of stretch, right?
Yeah, oh, tons of stretch.
I'm assuming, because I've never done one of those, so.
Oh, the stretch is unreal. Yeah. It's kind of like a Porsche Macan. Now, if you're a paint protection film installer and you've done a Macan, I haven't. But if I had to compare it to anything, it looks like it'd be like a Macan hood, but a Macan hood would be way tougher. Just on a bigger scale. But a Range Rover hood would be similar concept, I think. Don't kill me, don't come on my channel and eat me alive for saying that, but that's just my opinion.
No, they won't do that. They're nice.
Yeah, okay.
My subscribers are good.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, no, that's good advice. I like that. I definitely agree with that. You definitely got to back your work, and if you screw something up, make it right, and let your customers know that you will.
Yeah, man. Like in times like that, I've had like customers that when they left, they picked it up, and I was just like explaining how tough this was to do, and that if they have any issues, please come back. And they've had issues, but they go and leave me a 5-star review anyways because like they know my intentions are genuine and I've stood behind my work. So yeah, as long as you're willing to stand behind your work and
be honest, like that's what it all comes down to. Be honest to what
as for business goes, take care of your customers. If you focus on your customers and then every single day focus on becoming a better business owner, better entrepreneur, personal development, that kind of thing, you're just going to grow. And 4 years of doing this, and I've definitely seen that firsthand.
Your favorite project you've ever done?
Are they rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. Oh, we're rolling. We're going. Favorite project?
Yeah.
After that, easiest install, hardest install,
Yeah.
and what do you want to work on?
And what do I want to work on?
Which is the car that you most want to work on right now?
Oh man.
So
That's a few. That's not gonna be one.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so the one I'm most proud of, 2020 C8 Corvette. I was pretty lucky to get the second customer delivered C8 in Manitoba. This customer came from close to Winnipeg to my shop, which he could have definitely gone to Winnipeg and got a good installer to do it. But hey, I'm not complaining.
No, absolutely you shouldn't.
That brought a lot of people to my shop that I didn't want there, just because I probably should have posted photos of it in my shop once it left my shop.
No,
I was too eager to post. Yeah, I had like 4 people show up. They're like, "Is that a Ferrari?" Yeah, no, I wish, but
one day.
it kind of looks like one, but
it does. That's why.
that one. Really, the only reason I got that one is because the customer bought it out of Calgary, and he wanted, when they did the whole delivery, or when they did the whole build, when they got to the financing part of it, and they talked about the extras. Customer's like, well, I want paint protection film on there. They're like, okay, well, we'll do the full front end. So they said they did the full front end. He thought he was going to get the car delivered with full front end. He gets it, and they did half the hood, and they didn't wrap any of the edges. So he's just like, and it's a black car.
Yeah.
And there's dust on the hood line, and he's like, no, can't have that. So that's how I got the car. But anyways, we removed the PPF off the front. The bumper was installed, and they did a really good job installing, which is kind of weird for a dealer. Dealers don't really do good PPF installs.
I guess they do.
Yeah, but you know what? It was Xpel.
Oh,
so yeah, they were Xpel authorized, so that's probably why it looks so good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, we pulled the film off the hood and the fenders, and then we did finish off the full front with wrapped edges all the way around. Before that though, we did a full paint correction.
I was gonna say, I thought you did a full paint correction.
Yeah, 3-step polish, a couple white sands. And then we did we did PPF on the rockers, lower doors, air vents, rear bumper, and then A-pillars, the roof strip, which you're familiar with that. You've done that on a C8. And then, yeah, we did ceramic coating with the whole car. That car looked stupid good when it was done.
I wrapped the roof on the C8. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll throw a card up here of the C8 wrap I did. Roof wrap turned out amazing, beautiful car. So.
Hardest installation? Oh man, I hate to give my competition credit. I really do, but I'm going to. The 2016 to 2018 model Chevy Silverado front bumpers. First one I ever had in my shop. I was so fired up, fresh from training, and I back rolled the film onto the bumper, and I was just like, what the heck? How do I do this? I thought. In fact, I even called my rep at Xpel to complain about, like, this pattern is not big enough. These fog lamp holes are not big enough. And he's just like, no, you're just not a good installer.
You gotta stretch.
Yeah, you gotta stretch, and stretch like crazy.
A lot of slip solutions.
This is going back to where we were talking about standing behind the work.
Yeah.
Because it took me 6 tries to get it dialed. And then finally, I felt so bad for the customer, even though he was really good to deal with. I was like, screw this. I called my competitor at the time, and I asked him if he could come and do it and show me how to do it, and he showed me. And ever since then, those have been my favorite bumpers to do.
See, like, it takes
a bit of humility.
Yeah,
pick up the phone and call the guy.
Well, to call a guy that you know has more experience than you.
Yeah.
And that to ask him for help. Sometimes you just have to do that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
you have to admit, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. And yeah, like he showed me some tips and tricks, and he showed me just how much you need to stretch the film. And it's kind of scary when you realize how much stretch is involved in those bumpers.
It's
a ton.
Yeah, I've never done one of those, but you told me about it.
Oh yeah, I love it. Like right now when I get them, I know, like when I'm going to bed and I know I'm doing one of those in the morning, I can't sleep. I'm that excited. Easiest bump or easiest installation I've done, a BMW 340 hood. No, sorry, Tesla Model 3 hood. My word, that's easy.
Those seem very easy.
Stupid easy. not even funny. remove the Tesla emblem, because if you do a pre-cut, like I feel like you're cutting corners.
So what do you do to make your own template for that? That's what I think most people have done, right?
No, I just take fishing line. I take the tube. Basically pluck it off, and then I do it in a way that I don't bend the emblem, so I can reuse it. Lay my PPF down, and then.
What I mean, because it's two pieces, right?
Yeah, I measured.
You measured and made the
Yeah,
template.
it took me about 20 minutes to reapply it because I didn't make a template.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
But measurements were dead on.
Oh, good.
And I told the customer about it, and he was happy with it.
Okay.
And then, actually, that was the most aligned thing ever on a Tesla, was the emblem, because nothing else on that car lined up, which is typical Tesla.
Yeah. That's funny.
And then, cars I'd love to wrap, man, probably my dream car, GT3 RS. Probably a Lamborghini Aventador. I don't want to sound cocky, but I think that'd be a pretty simple, straightforward install, because, man, I could be very wrong.
Yes, you'll find out if you get one.
Yeah.
If you get a wrap one with it.
But the new style Ford GTs with those with the buttress and everything in the back, like that looks like fun. I think that would be freaking hard to do.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Those are the three that I would love to wrap.
Yeah, this will be a fun 3.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
PPF is just fun. Like it's just.
No, it is absolutely. As long as you're being able to do it in a clean environment, I've definitely to do it in a non-clean environment. That's
that's the thing. What do you need for a successful PPF install? And you can, I don't want to shout out my channel too terribly much, but you need a clean
glow.
Glow. Not my channel, but I'm linking it.
I give you permission.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you need? You need a clean environment. You need a clean car. You got to clay bar your car. You got to use an iron remover to get the iron particles out of the paint. Paint correction if your paint is in really, really bad shape, or unless you don't care about the quality of your paint, you just want to keep it from getting chipped up.
Like that, at bare minimum, clay bar.
Oh, at bare minimum, clay bar.
Do not install paint protection film without clay bar.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you do no other step.
Yeah.
No other
even on a brand new vehicle out of the showroom with 2 miles, clay bar.
Absolutely, yeah.
Clay bar.
And brand new clay bar.
If you can, brand new clay bar.
Absolutely. Clean environment. If you're doing it at someone else's shop, make sure the area that you're doing that is clean. Maybe spray it with water before you do your install, right?
Yeah, spray the air down, as dumb as that sounds.
I tested that actually after you told me that I test that, and it actually seemed to help.
Yeah, works really good.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just take your, whatever your bottle is that you're using for your slip, and just spray the air just before you start applying. If you're wearing...
You'll bring all the contamination down, and then just squeegee off your surface, and then lay your slip solution down, and you'll be good to install.
Yeah, exactly. If you think it's necessary, spray your arms, spray your pants. I've done that before.
Yeah.
To help you clean your install. There's a lot of things you can do to make a really clean install.
Totally.
Let's talk about squeegees for a second. So oftentimes if you're ordering just paint protection film from whatever, any other site other than Eric's site, and I realize that you just get one of these. This is the most basic. I don't enjoy using these anymore.
No, they're too hard. I started off using one, and it's just I found it to be too hard, not nearly flexible enough. I mean, if you're doing a big flat surface, these are good.
Yeah.
But Fusion Turbo,
this guy right here.
actually anything from Fusion for that matter, money.
Yeah, no,
I don't know how else to say it.
As soon as Eric told me to start using this and gave me one of these, I basically...
This is a plug for Fusion tools, because their PPF tools are perfect.
Yeah, so as soon as Eric told me, throw this away, start using this, I tried this, and yeah, there's no more of that. There's just this.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go and get paint protection film, you're going to go to his website, you're going to use the website, the code that we're dropping at the end of this video, and then you're also going to get one of these. Is it free with each order? Or what do you do?
Orders over $500.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so any order over $500, you get a free squeegee.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal, because if you're going to get a full front end, it's over $500.
Oh, totally.
For sure. Then you get a free squeegee. What else do we get? Do we get anything else? Or is that
you get like an info card on like how to properly prep your surface for a successful install. Basically whatever I can stuff into a shipping tube.
So it'll pretty much tell them what we just told them on how to do that.
Yeah, so then as far as information on how to like mix your tack solutions, I got a YouTube video for that.
Sweet, yeah. We'll throw that card up right here.
Yeah.
If I can, I think I can throw that card up. So we'll link his video on that right here.
Yeah, just throwing on
links.
left,
right, we got a long video here. Yeah. We're trying to help the people out, so we'll show them as much as we can to help them as much as we can. That's what these interviews are about. That's what Rap Talk is. I started Rap Talk because I want to help out people, and that's the goal here.
Actually, going back to Fusion, my favorite slip solution, Fusion All-Type.
I need to try this stuff yet.
It's amazing.
I haven't tried it. I've just been using my own slip. And
baby shampoo, like Johnson's baby shampoo, that stuff works good. I think that's detergents in there or something like that, that, you know, when you're wrapping edges, you kind of have to let those dry out really, like, for a while. Whereas like with Fusion All-Type, as soon as it comes time to wrap your edge, just hit it with some tack solution, wrap it, done.
Okay, well, we know what I'm switching to.
Yeah.
Fusion, come at me, sponsorship.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I bought like a 1 gallon bottle like this in 2019, and I haven't even used a third of it.
So you dilute it? Is that what it is, or is it just?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the ratio because I think I honestly don't care what the ratios are. I have my pump sprayer, and I always do 1 pump of Fusion in there, and that's it. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Tack solution: 70% water, 30% isopropyl alcohol. Yeah.
That's also what. Do you also clean with that before?
Nope. I go like 99% isopropyl.
Well, that's what I mean. Like clean with alcohol.
Yeah, I clean with alcohol.
So that's another thing you need to take note of is just like when you're doing a vinyl wrap. If you guys have any experience with that, you need to clean with alcohol each panel very thoroughly before you do that. Before you start wrapping or putting paint protection film on, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's very, very thorough, and that's a very important step of your prep.
Yeah.
Prep is probably one of the most important parts of any install.
Oh, totally.
Proper
If you don't properly prep your surface, it doesn't matter what kind of installer you are. You can be the best installer in the world if your surface isn't prepped properly.
Well, you'll still have stuff all over inside the film, and it's going to look like garbage no matter how good you
peel back. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't take that rag with alcohol and wipe all your edges, and you're trying to wrap edges, it's going to lift off. Totally. If it's not lifting already after you wrap it, it's going to lift by the next day.
Yeah.
100%. So anyone can wrap a vehicle and make it last a day. It's a matter of making it last a lifetime. So
yeah.
That's what a good wrapper can do. I mean, we're all always learning, and that's what another thing that I want to do with these is try to spread more knowledge throughout. Like, you know, you can share knowledge with me. I can share knowledge with him.
I mean, I've given you all kinds of tips and techniques.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
and if I got into vinyl, I know you would do the same. So
yeah, absolutely would do. I want to be more so doing vinyl than PPF, and he does more PPF than, well, he does just PPFs. Doesn't do vinyl.
I guess other tips and techniques when you're doing film. What I always like, if you're going to install a bumper, pre-cut pattern bumper, always start from your inside and work your way out. That's how those templates are designed, at least with Xpel's DAP software.
Well, that's part of when you lay the first one on for that truck and you're confused.
Oh yeah.
Because, well, the film needs to be stretched a lot. So you don't want to just stretch from one end all the way around because it won't
fit.
It won't fit.
You know what? I'm going to do a video next time. I'm going to start installing a bumper. I'm going to start on one end.
And just for the fun of it?
Yeah, and I'm going to show you just how much stretch is required by
make sure you guys go over to his channel. Yeah. If you guys want to see that, hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, so then you guys, can see when he uploads that video, and you can see how much it doesn't work to do that way.
Yeah.
It's not the correct way. Those patterns aren't meant to be done that way.
No. And then like bulk hoods, same thing, work inside out. Unless you're, maybe not inside out. Yeah, if you're doing like a pre-cut template, always get your 4 corners tacked down because you're gonna have those little pre-cut notches.
Or if you have more corners, like you want to get all your edges or all your corners.
Get your corners tacked down.
Yeah, like I did that Audi. I had to get all the corners tacked first, right? So
yeah. And then even on a pre-cut template, like on a hood, something that's flat, then you're gonna realize just how much stretch is involved in
There's
that.
a lot.
There's a lot.
If you watch that Audi video that I did, it was quite a bit of stretch there.
Yeah.
And that's just a matter of knowing how to stretch.
Yeah.
And even there, like you want to get your corners in place, but then from there you can work out.
Yeah.
I find.
Yeah, corners in place, work from the inside out.
So another thing that Eric does that is different than me, which I want to try it yet, I just haven't done it, just because I think you only started this not long ago, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how, but yeah, maybe
Two things. So when you're working on a bumper that's got, or bumper, hood, fender, actually really whatever, where you're gonna have a lot of edges that you are gonna require a lot of stretch, like a Tesla rear trunk, like a Model 3 or Model X rear trunk.
Okay.
Those, if you're gonna do those one piece, and I've never done this, but I know some guys that have, like they wax that edge. Like that trunk edge, the back,
okay.
They wax that way they can stretch the film over it.
Oh,
because if they don't, it'll actually wreck the adhesive.
Yeah, because they don't want to tack onto it, right?
Yeah, it won't want to tack onto there. So yeah, like I've done that on like those 16 to 18 Silverado bumpers. I take and wax the, I don't use wax, but I use like ceramic boost from Adams Ceramic Boost. And I'll just take, like, I'll isopropyl alcohol wipe down my bumper, and then I'll take the ceramic boost, and just over those areas where the film's going to stick, I wax that so it doesn't stick. Obviously not your edges,
yeah.
But, and then, yeah, what I also do is I wax, or not wax, I gotta get that word out of it. I take the ceramic boost and I spray down the top of my film too. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to take this squeegee, and if for some reason, this one, if for some reason I don't have enough slip solution on the top of the film, and I'm like just in the zone squeegeeing like crazy, and I hit a dry spot, if you don't have it ceramic boosted, not waxed, you can end up scuffing the film. And like the top of the film, and it's not going to look very good. Whereas if you do have the ceramic boost on the film, just on the top, it'll glide. Like it'll let you know that there's no slip there, but you're not going to wreck the film. So
that's sweet.
Insider secret. Love it.
Giving you guys all kinds of tips, tricks, and secrets over here.
But to be honest, I didn't learn those things on my own. Like this is all stuff that's been passed down to me, so I just going to continue to pass it
Well,
down.
absolutely. That's the whole point of this. Like, lots of it is just trial and error, and lots of it is just being willing to go to your comfort zone and ask for help.
Yep.
Ask people for advice.
Like I have my buddy Kevin in Toronto. He's been doing film for roughly the same amount of time as I have. He got trained in the same month in 2018, back in April, that I did. And the guy's like, man, anytime I have an install, like I remember I did a rear bumper on a 2010 Dodge Challenger. There's obviously no pre-cut patterns for it, and it's a massive, massive, ugly rear bumper with all kinds of stretch and curves and contoured edges and everything. I didn't know what to do, and I just took an Instagram video and I sent it to him, and I was just like, what do I do? And he sends me back a video of all my starting points, areas where I'm going to have to stretch like crazy, areas where I'm going to have to add relief cuts. And 2 hours later, that bumper was knocked out, dialed, and it was all because of him. So, yeah, you gotta get out of your comfort zone and ask for help whenever you need it.
Absolutely, no, I definitely agree with that.
Thinking you know it all
doesn't help you.
No,
that's a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's definitely a disadvantage.
That's definitely. Well, guys, I think that's all we've got for you guys. We need that link.
Yeah. Okay.
Discount code.
So, driveprotected.shop.
The link will be down in the description below.
Yeah. So if you go, like I said, there's pre-cut patterns on there, over 80,000 different kits available. Multiple 2021 models are already available. Yeah, if you choose to buy something, use coupon code Xpel10 when you're checking out, and you're gonna get 10% off discount.
Is that all uppercase?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'll all be
all uppercase.
Yeah, although I don't think it really matters, but it'll all be uppercase.
I didn't know.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Sweet. There you guys go. Discount code just for coming to watch this video.
Yeah.
10% off if you want to try doing it yourself.
Yep, definitely.
If you don't, come to either one of us. We'll
Yeah.
help you out.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I will link his YouTube channel down below, his Instagram, and his website. Oh wait, we already talked about link the website. But yeah, it'll all be linked down below.
Links on links.
Links on links, exactly. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button down below. We are going to give away my channel at 1,000 subscribers.
A big one, like this big, and 50 pounds.
Shit, I don't want to give away those 50 pounds. Hey, whatever, sure. We'll throw a couple gallons of atoms in there or something, along with whatever else we're giving away. That some wrap tools for sure. So yeah, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. See you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
That was fun.
Crushed it.